Hey, what's up guys, this is TriStar Pictures A2 back again, and for this video I'm going to be redoing my entire Blu-ray collection. Now, as you guys know, back on New Year's Eve I did a entire Blu-ray collection as of 2013 video. Well, I finally decided to redo this video mainly because I didn't like how the other one turned out. I mean, some of the Blu-rays on the bottom were too dark for you guys to see and whatnot, so but now I'm gonna finally redo it for you guys so that you guys can see it better. So yeah, well, anyways, let's get started. And first off, I have right here is the only HD DVD in my collection, and that is Balls of Fury, which this is a HD DVD combo format where one side of the disc is the HD DVD side and the other side is standard DVD. Now, of course, since I don't own an HD DVD player, I can only play the standard DVD side of the disc, but still, I thought it'd be cool to own at least one HD DVD in my collection, and I only got this for $3, so why not? But anyways, let's get started with the actual Blu-rays themselves. Starting off with the Fox and the MGM Blu-rays right here. First one I got right here is James Cameron's Avatar, the Extended Collector's Edition. Okay. Next up here is The Poseidon Adventure, the original 1972 film. Big Trouble in Little China. X-Men The Last Stand. X-Men First Class. Red Tails. Prometheus, Hot Tub Time Machine, and here's my entire James Bond Blu-ray collection, in which this is all 23 of the Bond films, starting off with Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, A View to a Kill, The Living Daylights, License to Kill, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, Die Another Day, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and Skyfall right there. So yeah. Okay, moving on, here are the Scream Factory Blu-rays. This one is The Funhouse, Deadly Blessing, and Life Force. Alright, moving on. Here are all my Universal Blu-rays, starting off with Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Casino, Ray. Here's Jaws Digibook Blu-ray, and next up here is Flash Gordon, John Carpenter's Halloween 2, Conan the Barbarian, the original 1982 film, Inglourious Basterds, and here's my entire Fast and the Furious Blu-ray collection right here. There's The Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast 5, and Fast and Furious 6. So yeah, and also rest in peace to Paul Walker. And continuing on, here's Snow White and the Huntsman, and Curse of Chucky right there. Okay, moving on, here are the Lionsgate Blu-rays, starting off with The Monster Squad, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Basic Instinct, Pulp Fiction, and The Hunger Games. And I just recently seen Catching Fire last month, and that was pretty good. So yeah, well, anyways, here are the Paramount Blu-rays right here. Alright, starting off, here's Barbarella, Friday the 13th Uncut, Friday the 13th Part 3. Now, I plan to get that Friday the 13th Complete Collection Blu-ray box set sometime soon, but yeah, well, anyways, moving on, here's James Cameron's Titanic, South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, The Italian Job, Stardust, The Drawn Together movie, Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol, Marvel's The Avengers, which this is a Disney movie, but since Paramount's name is on it, you know, I included it in here anyways. But anyways, there's Flight and Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. Okay, now next up is the DreamWorks Blu-rays, starting off with Megamind right there. And right here are all four of the Shrek movies right here. Starting off, there's Shrek 1. Here's Shrek 2, the best Shrek in the series in my opinion. Here's Shrek the Third, and Shrek Forever After, the final chapter. So, yep, that's all for the Shrek movies. Okay, moving on. Next up here is Giorgio Moroder Presents Metropolis, which this is a Kino Blu-ray release, so, yep. Okay, next up here are the Warner Brothers Blu-rays, starting off with Gone with the Wind, Creepshow, Malcolm X Digibook, The Dark Knight, Watchmen Director's Cut, Inception, Sucker Punch. Here's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, in which I own all the Harry Potters on DVD, including Deathly Hallows Part 2. So, yeah, well, anyways, here's the Hangover trilogy. There's The Hangover Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. So, yeah. Okay, next up here is Contagion, Project X, The Dark Shadows, The Dark Knight Rises, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, and I just saw The Desolation of Smaug, and that was pretty good. So, yeah, well, anyways, here's The Great Gatsby, here's Man of Steel, Steelbook Blu-ray, and here's a Warner Premiere one for Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. Okay, and here are the New Line Blu-rays right here, starting off with Menace to Society, Set It Off, here's The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. I own all three of the Lord of the Rings on DVD, so yeah, well, anyways, here are the entire Final Destination series. Here's the first one, Final Destination 1, Final Destination 2, here's Final Destination 3, which this is the Canadian Blu-ray release. Okay, here's The Final Destination, which sucked, and last one here is Final Destination 5, definitely better than the fourth one. So, yep. And the last New Line one I have right here is Rock of Ages. So, yep. Okay, Now starting with the Anchor Bay Blu-rays. First one here is the original Evil Dead from 1981. Okay, now moving down here. Next up I got right here is Battle Royale, the complete collection, which this contains both the theatrical and extended cut versions of Battle Royale, as well as its sequel, Battle Royale 2 Requiem. So, yep. And the last Anchor Bay one here is Django Unchained. So, yeah. Okay, now moving on to my Sony Pictures Home Entertainment Blu-rays. Starting off with Taxi Driver, Heavy Metal, St. Elmo's Fire, Short Circuit 2, Boys in the Hood, Bad Boys, The Quick and the Dead, Jumanji, Jawbreaker, Lockdown, and here I have the first 3 Resident Evils on Blu-ray Steelbook. Here's Resident Evil Blu-ray Steelbook, Resident Evil Apocalypse Blu-ray Steelbook, and Resident Evil Extinction Blu-ray Steelbook. And I also have the Blu-ray 3D for Resident Evil Afterlife. And I still need to get Retribution on Blu-ray 3D to complete my Resident Evil Blu-ray collection. But anyways, moving on. Here's the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment Blu-ray release for Casino Royale. Next up here is Are We Done Yet? The sequel to Are We There Yet? Zombie Strippers, Michael Jackson's This Is It, District 9, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and I saw the second movie and that was good. Planet 51, The Karate Kid, the 2010 remake with Jaden Smith. There's Grown Ups, Faster, The Green Hornet, Soul Surfer, Bad Teacher, Columbiana, Men in Black 3, Sparkle, the 2012 remake with Whitney Houston. Here's Hotel Transylvania, Looper, The Call. Here's Evil Dead, the 2013 remake. Okay, and the last one for the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment Blu-rays is Elysium, right there. So, yeah. Now moving on, here are the Mill Creek Home Entertainment Blu-rays. Starting off with Galaxina and the Crater Lake Monster double feature. And these next ones right here are Touchstone films. Starting off with Baby Secret of the Lost Legend, Ernest Goes to Jail, Another Stakeout, Last Dance, and Play It to the Bone. And this one right here is a Touchstone Home Entertainment Blu-ray for Lincoln, right there. So, yeah. Okay, now moving on, here are all my Disney Blu-rays right here, in which I just recently did a Disney Blu-ray collection video, but I'll re-show them anyway. So, first up here is the Disney Parks documentary, right there. Okay, next up here is The Nightmare Before Christmas, Beauty and the Beast Diamond Edition, Lady and the Tramp Diamond Edition, Cinderella Diamond Edition. Okay, here's the 2-movie collection for Cinderella 2 and 3. Okay, here's Peter Pan Diamond Edition, The Little Mermaid Diamond Edition, The Little Mermaid 2 and 3, 2-movie collection. Here's Robin Hood, The Sword in the Stone, Pocahontas 1 and 2, 2-movie collection. Okay. Disney Pixar's Up, Alice in Wonderland, the 2010 Tim Burton version. Here's Cars 2, The Muppets. Here's Secret of the Wings, which is a Pixie Hollow film. Here's Wreck-It Ralph, Oz, the Great and the Powerful, Disney Pixar's Monsters University. Here's Planes. Okay. Here I got The Princess and the Frog, Disney Pixar's Toy Story 3. Okay. Here's Tangled Blu-ray 3D, Tron Legacy Blu-ray 3D, and the last two right here are Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides Blu-ray 3D and Brave Blu-ray 3D. So, yep. And right here are all my PS3 games, which I'll show you right there for a quick second. So, yeah, well, anyways, that should do for my entire Blu-ray collection video, and I will be back with some more videos later. Peace out, guys.